Hello friends, so welcome back to the YouTube channel. So in this video we will be discussing about assignment number 1 part A of laboratory practice 2 web application development. So let's see the problem statement of this assignment. So the problem statement is create a responsive web page which shows the e-commerce college exam admin dashboard with sidebar and statistics in cards using HTML, CSS and Bootstrap. So we have to create one web page or a website which will use HTML, CSS and Bootstrap. So this is some examples that are given for our reference, that is e-commerce college or exam admin dashboard. So we'll be just creating a simple Bootstrap form in this assignment. So let's move towards the coding part. So for this we'll need some text editor. So I'll be using the Visual Studio Code. So first of all, I'll open a folder inside this Visual Studio Code. So for that, click on File and click on Open Folder. I have created one folder on the desktop. Inside that I have assignment number 1 part A. So I'll open this folder. So now first here I'll create one file named index.html, or you can give any name. So I'll give suppose register.html, as we are creating registration form. And next we'll now here type here HTML:5 and hit enter. So the syntax of HTML5 will be automatically displayed. So here in title I'll give name as sign up and Yogesh Arts. Okay. So now before moving towards the Bootstrap, first understand what is the Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is a free and open source front-end development framework which is used for the creation of websites and web apps, and it is built on HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So we can make the responsive web pages and mobile first sites. So now for this assignment we'll need some CDN, or you can need you'll need the Bootstrap CSS file. So for that you have to go to your browser and search for get bootstrap, and from the first link, that is https://getbootstrap.com, you have to click on it. Then you have to click here, that is read the docs. Then here you will see the link of the CDNs. Here, that is CSS. So this link you will need, or else if you go to the previous page and if you scroll down, you will see here include via CDN. So you can also copy this link. So I'll copy this link, go to your browser, go to your VS Code, and inside this head section paste it. Okay, so I'll word wrap it so you can see it clearly. Yes, so I have pasted the link inside my head tag. So if you include this link, then this code will need an internet connection so that it will be displayed clearly whatever you have created the form. But if you don't want that your code will need internet browser or the net, then what you will do is you have to copy this link https cdn, which is given inside this href till here bootstrap.min.css, copy it and paste it in your browser in new tab. So you'll see something like this. So you have to press Ctrl S and you have to save it with any name. So I'll name it as bootstrap_css, and as it is already of style sheet, so I'm not writing the extension .css. Click on save, and then inside this head tag I'll include the link of that file. Wait a minute, the file is not there. Okay, wait a minute, I'm not able to see that file. I'll save it again. Ctrl S, inside this part A, bootstrap.css. Okay, type the extension Now I'll check it. Yes, now it's there. So type the extension. So now here I'll include that file using link tag, and here you have to use the relation and not the type. If you write here type, then it will not work. So here you have to give the name of your file. So bootstrap.css. as my file is located inside the same directory where my HTML is there, so I am not including the folder name. So I am not including like this. So if you have stored this file inside any folder inside here, then you have to give the name of that folder. Suppose I have stored that file inside this CSS folder, so I have to write like this ./css/ and then the name of the file. So now as I have included the file, so I'll remove this link. So I'll comment it. Okay. So now we have included the file. Now we have to create the form. So for that, go to your browser and type Bootstrap registration forms. Then you'll see the link, that is mdbootstrap.com website link. Then click on this and choose any form that you like. So I'll choose this form. Okay, I'll choose this form, full page registration template. So what you have to do is you have to click on this show code, copy this HTML code, okay, copy it and paste it inside this body tag. Okay, so I have pasted it. Now we'll check whether it's working or not. So save it, and I'll open now that. So double click on this. So you'll see that our form is ready. So we'll make some customization in this. So I'll remove this image, then I'll remove this course field also, and this state and city field also, and this mother name and father name, this divisions too. So again we'll come back to our terminal, back to our VS Code, and here there is image tag. So I'll remove this. Okay, so I'll remove this whole division only. Now you'll see that our image is gone. So if I refresh this page, see my image is gone. So now I want this fields to take the whole page, to cover this whole page. So for that, what I'll do is, here at line number 9 there is division class called XL and 6. So I'll make it as 12 so that it will take the whole page, and I'll click save it. So now if I refresh it, so see it is taking the whole page. So now I'll remove this fields, mother names and father name. So here you can see that here it is the mother name and father name. So I'll remove this division. See here, this division is for this father's name, so I'll remove it, and the upper division is for mother's name, so I'll remove this also. Okay, so now this is the division for this row, but I have nothing, so I'll remove this as well. Now you'll see that the mother's names and father name field is gone. Now we have to remove this state and city. So for this, search for the state and city. So here it is, state and city. So I'll remove this whole division. So this division starts from this and ends here, so I'll remove this whole. I'll save it and I'll refresh this page. So you'll see now that state and city is disabled. Now here we'll remove this course field as well. So here it is the division of for course, so I'll remove it, save it and refresh the page. See, my course field is also gone. Now here below this email ID I will add two fields, that is password and the next is confirm password. So I'll copy this email ID's division. Below this I'll paste it for 2 times, and here I'll replace the email ID with password, and here in the next email ID I'll write confirm password. Okay, then here inside this input type equal to text, I'll make it as password. 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 So we have added two fields, see here, email, then password, and then confirm password. So we'll also remove this reset all button. So for that, remove this button code from here, and we'll take this submit form button at the center. So for that, here you'll see that division class deflex, justify content end, and pt3. So remove this pt3, and this instead of this end you have to make it as center. Save it, refresh the page, you'll see that the button is now at center. So we'll replace the text inside this button. So here is the text that displays inside this button, so I'll replace it with sign up, and I'll save it, and I'll refresh the page. Now my text is changed. And here, as we are creating the registration form and not about the students, so I'll replace this with sign up name. Okay, so here is the heading, so I'll remove this, and instead of this I'll write sign up, then space, and then line, and then I'll write Yogesh Arts. Okay, so that means it is signing up for the Yogesh Arts. So see, now I'll change the color of this to the color of this button. Okay, so for that what you have to do is, we have to add an extension in your browser. So click on this icon, or if you don't have any extensions, then click on this 3 icon, go to the settings, and from here go to the extensions, and then from here 3 line that is present at the top left, click on it and click on open Chrome Web Store. Then search the store. Inside this you have to type Hex Color Picker and hit enter, and you have to add this extension Hex Color Picker. So I have already added, so I am seeing the option as remove from Chrome. Here you will see that add to Chrome or add extension, so you have to click on it, and after it is added, then here you will see the extension icon, and then you have to just pin this icon. Okay, so now I have already added and pinned it, so I'll just go to the form from where we have copied the code, and now I'll activate this extension. Okay, so I'll activate this extension by clicking on it, and then you have to click on this icon. So now my extension is ready, so I can pick the color. So I want this color, so for this I'll take my pointer to that button and I'll click it. So now after clicking, my color is captured. So from here I'll see the code that is FFA900. So I'll copy it, I'll again go to my Visual Studio, and inside this H3 heading I'll add style tag, and inside that I'll add color property, and the value for that property is the color code that we have copied. Okay, so now here you can see the color. So now save it and refresh the page. So here I have got the same color that I have for this button. Now what I'll do is I'll take these labels above these fields. So for that what I'll do is I'll go to my Visual Studio Code and I'll search for these labels. Okay, so here I have the labels. So before the label, take your cursor and hold your Alt key on Alt key from your keyboard, and keeping it hold, you have to press your upper arrow key from the keyboard, so it will shift up. And if you want to shift multiple labels, then just hold down your Alt key and click before these labels, so you will get the multiple cursors, and just holding the Alt key, press the upper arrow key. Yes, so now I have shifted the label above this. So here, okay, it's going into the next line. Okay. So here the arrow is closing tag is missing, so I'll make it correct. Okay, save it and refresh the page. Okay, I'm seeing this extra. Okay, yeah, so my label is already finished here, so I'll remove this extra text. Save it, refresh it. See, now my labels are shifted above this text fields. Only 3 to 4 these labels are remaining, so I'll shift those as well. Hold down the Alt key, take your cursor before these labels, and keeping it hold, press your upper arrow key. So okay, I have shifted all the fields. Save it and refresh your browser. So see, now all the fields have the labels above them. So if you want, you can add the placeholder inside this. So for your reference, I'll add just placeholder for these two fields, that is first name and last name. So for that, search for those fields. So here is my field. Inside this input tag, you have to add the attribute as placeholder, and the value for that write enter first name, enter first name, and similarly I'll copy this and paste it inside this last name input tag, and I'll just replace this first with last name. Save it and refresh the page. So see, here I've got the placeholder inside these fields. So you can add this placeholder inside all these fields if you want. Okay, so these radio buttons are also working. So in this way we have to create a simple form for this assignment. Now I'll show you the demo that I have made for this assignment, that is the whole web page using the login and registration links. So I'll open that. See, this is the page that I have created using HTML, CSS and Bootstrap. So here is the footer where I have given some links. Then here is the social media. Then here is the contact us. Then here is the navbar. Here is the logo. So I have not added the content inside these pages. Then I have here two buttons, that is login and register. If I click on login, then I have to enter the email ID and password. If I have not created the account, so it means I have to sign up. So for that, if I click on it, I'll be redirected to the registration page. So here you can see that I have added the placeholder inside each of these fields. Then I can also redirect to the home page. Okay. So now here you can see that I have added the images. Then here is the some heading, here is the category, and here is the price field. Okay. So if you have time, you can also create something like this web page, where you will have the header, footer, navbar, and some e-commerce like web page links of the images or the products, and also the login and registration. So any of this is important for this assignment, login or registration form. So I'll recommend you to make the registration form because it has multiple fields, and we'll be needing this form or the any 2 or 3 fields form for the part B assignment of this part of this assignment number 1. So that's it for this assignment. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. So in a nutshell, if I want to summarize, So what we have done is we have created one index.html or registration.html file. In that we have written the HTML5 basic syntax, then we have given the title for our page, then we have linked our CSS file using link tag. Also you can add the custom CSS file. So this is for this assignment. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. This is the simple assignment. So you try this assignment, and if you have doubt, you can post your doubts in the comment section. Okay. So you can add any fields you want here. You can add, if you are creating the student registration form, then you can take their roll number, class, division. Okay, so I have just created a simple form. So that's it for this video. We'll see in the next video. Thanks for watching.